Good evening. Earlier this year I made a list of video games, movies, and anime that I wanted to review this year. I'm getting a little bit of a late start on that, but I'm going to go ahead and start with reviewing Halo 3.
This is the greatest game ever conceived by humanity. This is possibly the greatest form of entertainment of the 21st century and beyond.
John?
Truly, any other game that even mentioned again is just a sad echo of the perfection that is Halo 3.
That's going a little far. Although this is one of my favorite games, it's hardly the greatest game ever created. Alright, plot and sentence. Halo 3 is the conclusion of the war between the humans and the religiously fanatical group of aliens known as the Covenant, who worship the race only known as the Forerunners.
I'm sure that is more than a sentence.
It's alright, I used a semicolon. Among the various factions in Halo 3 are the humans, which is basically us in general. In the 500 years before the game starts, there's surprisingly little human advancement, other than developing faster-than-light travel and some interesting armor advancements. There's not a whole lot different from what we see today in technology-wise. The main enemy of the Halo series is the group of different races known as the Covenant, a class-based theocracy developed on the idea of worshipping another group of aliens called the Forerunners as gods. The leadership of the Covenant is known as the Prophets. You never fight them directly. Most of the time you fight one in Halo 2, but other than that, you'll never fight a prophet. But everything that goes on is directly related to the prophet's commands and teachings. Next in ranking in the Covenant are the Brutes, who are the main military might of the Covenant. Used to be another group called the Elites, but they were taken over by the Brutes in the middle of Halo 2. They're not as fun to shoot at as the Elites are. They're kind of like bullet sponges who just charge at you. Next are the so-called Jackals. They are the snipers and the scouts of the Covenant. You really develop a fond hatred of them because they're up in the trees sniping and it's a pain in the ass. The Grunts are they're the Grunts of the Covenant. They're the main cannon fodder and main comic relief of the series, especially after you unlock the Grunt birthday party, which makes their heads explode with confetti when you shoot them in the head. On the same level as the Grunts are an insectoid race called the Drones. They're really cool to shoot. They kind of explode when you shoot them right, but you only fight them like once or twice during the game, so they're not really all that interesting. Another faction that is in Halo 3 are the Elites. They used to be part of the Covenant, but split off during the Halo 2, in which they found out the main beliefs of the Covenant was just a lie to find more Forerunner technology. I kind of missed shooting at him, but you shoot at him in Halo Reach, so I get that back. The final faction you'll face in any of the 3 Halos is called the Flood. Officially, they're a parasitic race of aliens sweeping across the galaxy to infect all sentient life. Unofficially, they're just zombies. That's it. Just zombies. I hate them.
You are not afraid of a few zombies, now are you?
It's not that I'm afraid of zombies. It's that the game introduces us to a very interesting enemy and interesting storyline, and as soon as it starts to develop, they'll just throw some zombies at us. Just shoot the zombies. That's all you need to do.
They do have an involved place in the story.
Yeah, probably, but they're just an excuse to fill some very massive plot holes. Alright, to get into more depth of the story, Halo 3 follows shortly after Halo 2, in which the Covenant have come directly to Earth in search of a Forerunner installation known as the Ark, which will fire all of the Halo weapons and destroy all life in the galaxy. The prophets think that this will be their version of the Rapture and lead them to salvation or something like that, but it's just going to destroy everything. And you're trying to stop them. The emotional feel of this game is really lopsided. There's times where it's like the epic of epicness, and then right after that it's just shoot everything. Don't ask, just shoot everything and push the button and shoot everything else. And actually, that's in pretty much all of the games in this series. As soon as you get pumped up and ready to go for this awesome battle, it just devolves into shoot everything.
It is a shooter, you do know that, right?
Yes, probably, but there's nothing wrong with a little variation in the gameplay. Alright, the good points of this game. I like shooting the Covenant. They're really fun to fight. The armor looks cool.
Damn right.
And the online playing is fun sometimes.
Except you suck at it.
Yeah, I do. There's no excuses there. I really do. The bad points? I hate the Flood. There's not... Another bad point, there's not a whole lot of game variation. It's shoot everything in this area, shoot everything in the next area, push the button, shoot everything, then shoot everything else. Then you win! Another bad thing with the game, and it's not a part of the game, it's the community. Yeah, it's great that they're really excited over this game, but seriously, they need to calm down. They are way too excited, competitive. They either hate you because you're really good at it, or they despise you because you're bad at it. There's no, hey, nice game. There's, you suck. I need you to kill you because you suck. Or there's, you're cheating. And that's it. You have to be cheating because you're better than me. And it's not fun to play against people like that. And, oh God, I can't do that anymore. Overall, I'd give this game an 8 out of 10. One of the best games I own. But it's not the digital perfection some people would have you think. Thank you for watching. I think that's it. Have a good evening.